Hello guys, welcome to CodeGrad, and today in this session we'll discuss the topic Lambda functions. First of all, we'll start with the slide presentation where we'll cover the theoretical part, and next we'll move towards the implementation part where we'll get better understanding more about the topic. So, in case of the Lambda functions slide presentation, we'll cover the important topics like basic syntax of Lambda, use case with map, with filter, sorting with the key, advantages, limitations, and then we'll move towards the implementation part. So let's start. Starting with the definition. So lambda functions are small anonymous functions defined with the lambda keyword, and they are restricted to a single expression whose value is return. So writing a quick and anonymous functions is the main task of the lambda, and in Python functions are usually what we can say written using def. But for small one-time use functions, Python offers a shortcut that is the lambda functions, and they are also called anonymous functions. Now, with the definition or another part of the definition, we can say a lambda function is also a small and nameless function, and it's used when you need a simple function for a short period, and it is defined using the lambda keyword. That is the lambda function. Moving on, the basic syntax. So the syntax for the lambda is the argument and semicolon we have expression. So first of all, we will include the arguments and then the expression. So they can take any number of arguments, but can have only one expression. So arguments can be many, but expression will be only one. Next is use case with map. So lambdas are frequently used to use with map to apply a simple operation to each item in an iterable, and this avoids the need to define a separate named function for a trivial task. So map applies to a function to each item in a list. So that is the one. If you want to apply a simple operation to each item in an iterable, then we'll always go with the map. Next is the filter. So filter constructs an iterator from elements of an iterable for which a function returns true. Lambdas provide a compact way to define this truth testing function. So filter keeps items that pass a condition. If a particular item is not passed for a condition, then it will not include that value. So you can say it constructs an iterator from elements of a iterable for which a function returns true. So filter keeps the item that pass a condition, otherwise it will not involve. So sorting with the key. So you can sort list of tuples using a lambda as a key also. Functions like sorted or methods like list.sort accept a key argument, and lambdas are ideal for providing a simple function to extract or compute the sorting key from each element. Next is the advantages. So they offer conciseness for simple single expression functions, and they can improve readability when used appropriately, and especially as arguments to higher order functions. So this is short and simple to write, and it is great for quick tasks, useful with map, filter, and sorted. Now limitations, they cannot contain multiple expressions or statements, examples, assignments, loops within the lambda. So they are not suitable for complex logic or functions that require docstring. So can only contain one expression, so no loops or multiple lines, and it can be hard to read if overused, and it is not good for complex logic. So lambdas are expression, not statements. A lambda function is an expression that evaluates to a function object, and this means they cannot be used in places where a def statement is not allowed. So like inside a list or a dictionary, literal. So you can't write assignments or loops inside a lambda. This will not work. Okay. So lambdas return a value directly and can't include statements. That is we say that lambdas are expression and not statements. Now the summary of what we have learned up till now is that lambda functions are quick anonymous functions, and we should use them for simple tasks, especially with built-in functions, and avoid using them for complex logic. You should always remember that lambda is one line one expression function. So that's it for the slide presentation or theoretical part. I hope you guys understood, and we will get also better more understanding while we do the implementation part in our Google Colab. So let's move on to the implementation part.